Hey guys, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to your full moon collective reading. I just noticed that everybody has been so shaken up by this lunar eclipse full moon in Cancer energy. And so I just felt the need to do a collective spread. All right. I'm actually kind of winging it. So let's just see what comes out. I come to you humbly, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine love, accordance with your divine will. What is it that we need to know about the full moon energy? How can we best harness this energy? Any advice you want to give us? What should our focuses be? What will our blockages be? Thank you. Okay. We have trust the divine plan. Reevaluate your priorities. And change tracks. So yeah, a lot of us are being shaken up. Okay, we're being shaken up, and the reason is that, and we might not see exactly where the shakeup would lead us, but it is for us to switch up our direction, change our direction. You might be noticing some toxic energy within yourself. Oh, look at that. Say no. Yeah, it's about learning to set boundaries, okay, within yourself, with your own toxic energy. You might be coming to terms with thoughts that you might have that are no longer serving you, as well as people around you. You might be coming to terms with the idea that some people are just not good for you. All right? And these, as a veil is being lifted, it will be a bit jarring, okay? It's like being in a world that is made up of cotton candy and rose petals and rainbows, and you take off your rose-colored glasses and you realize, holy cow, it looks like Armageddon, you know? It's that type of jarring energy, things that we didn't notice before in ourselves, you know, our shadows, as well as the shadows within others. Yeah, but it's just time. It's time to take off the rose-colored glasses, and so that we can heal. We can deal with who we need to be, moving forward. Make room for that. What's the overall theme for the full moon? What's the overall theme? Oh, look at that. We have get creative. Yeah, I mean, we're being led to think outside the box here. All right? We're being led to shake our limited beliefs, and so that we can think outside the box and do something totally different, moving in the way that we haven't done before. And that's going to happen naturally as you face your shadow and you do your own shadow work. You are going to naturally shift into a new way of thinking, because you can't unsee your shadow, right? What else is going on here? What's the theme? Ooh, look at that, the outlaw. Yeah, so get creative in the outlaw. I'm just getting breaking away from the pack, that type of energy here. All right, some of you guys might be leaving, you know, leaving families, leaving friends that you've been in socialized groups, social groups that you've been in for a really long time, and moving into a new circle that is your soul family. I don't know about you guys, but I've been, my energy has been so low. Very tired. And headaches and, oh God. So you have the seeker, and then we have the warrior. All right? It's seek and destroy. The full moon is all about a seek and destroy mission, it seems. We're seeking the truth. We're cutting down the truth with this sword. Okay? We're cutting through the lies, cutting through the BS to get to the truth within ourselves, the truth within situations around us. This might manifest with hidden traumas, buried traumas, all right? But it's all about moving forward. This is just the part of the spiritual journey that's not so fun. It's just not. Let's just face it. Call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. A lot of people like to think that, you know, once you start meditating and you begin the spiritual journey, that it's just going to be all rose petals, and it's not. It's real work. The spiritual life is for thugs, son. But yeah, so this is one of the times it's like, yeah, where you have to face your shadow. And with every ascension, a veil is being lifted, a new truth is being shown. We don't get the truth completely just all in one. It comes to us in waves, as in the pace that we can accept it. So you'll know one truth now, and then, some planetary aspect or shift would happen, and now you're learning more about this truth. It's just chipping away, and you're getting a clearer picture every time. The thing is, that's why it's important to be flexible and think outside the box. Don't think that the truth that you learn right now is the ultimate truth. Because everything that we learn, our wisdom that we gain, is ever changing. All right? All right. Let's see. What's the overall energy? What's the overall message for the full moon collective? What's the overall message for the full moon collective? Yeah, we have the Eight of Cups. Breaking away from the pack. Now, the Eight of Cups is an energy of walking away from something that's already established. All right, so this can be, like I said, you could be walking away from family. You can be walking away from friends. You can be walking away from a job. You can be walking away from a career path that you put a lot of effort into. And I'm just going to speak personally here. I mean, I've dealt with that. Formerly, I'm a graphic designer. And now I'm taking on this career as a tarot reader. And at first, I was just kind of confused. Like, whoa, so am I supposed to just stop with this whole dream that I built up for 10 years and start doing this? And this energy of the Eight of Cups energy is just that. It's something that you've been building, something that's already established, and you're like being led to walk away from it because you're seeing the truth now. This can be pretty jarring. It's not an easy walk away. What else is going on here? We have the Emperor. I feel like the things... I'm hearing false sense of control, false sense of security. Some of us felt like we had things under control, including myself. I'm a Capricorn, so I love to plan, I love to organize, I love to be structured, and I prided myself on having those plans. And then, that saying, God laughs at your plans, okay? This is putting you on your head, whatever plans you had, whatever thing you had established and you were so sure about. Now you're going to see what was happening behind the scenes in certain situations. For example, this can be, like I said, let's just say family life. If you thought everything was happy and then you realize that there was some underlying drama going on that you didn't know about. It's that type of energy. It's just knowing that things are not in your control. And I think once you come to terms with that, then you're able to just kind of go with the flow. All right? What else is going on here? Too many cards, but the Seven of Cups did come out with this book. Okay, I'm going to take it. Jeez. All right. We have the Seven of Cups here. And like I was saying, this card, this energy of like the veil being lifted, the veil of illusion, seeing the reality. Some of us, or a lot of us, we're living in some level of illusion. Okay? And this doesn't mean that you're not awakened or anything like that. Like I said, the truth comes in waves. So you might have the truth in one aspect of your life, and then in another aspect, you were completely blindsided. All right? Some of you guys, well, we're facing this. All right? It's going to shift our perspective. For some of us, it's going to pause us for a minute. It might stunt you a little bit, like, because it's so jarring. You might just question everything, right? But this is the reason for it. It is time for you to think outside the box, start seeing things from a different perspective. And ultimately, this is for your growth. Okay? We have the Ten of Arrows. That illusion for a lot of us was a burden that we needed to drop. Okay? If you don't understand what's going on behind the scenes, then you'll never know why things are playing out the way they do. For example, if you're every time you get into a relationship, you get triggered in the same type of way, and you never take the time to see what's going on in your subconscious, which would be, let's say some belief of not feeling loved or being lovable, and that was subconsciously playing. That was a program that was playing. If you never took the time to understand that, then you'll just carry around this energy, keep having the same experiences without knowing how to fix it. It's time to drop that burden by facing the truth. Okay, ripping the Band-Aid off. So we can move forward with the Chariot card. All right, this is moving forward in a stable way, moving forward with your ambitions, moving forward with your goals. For some of us, we didn't realize the barriers, the burdens that we were carrying, maybe our subconscious programming that was leading us to sabotaging our success, whether it's in love, whether it's in work, or whether it's in life in general. Now that we're being faced with the truth of our subconscious programming, we're able to move forward. We have the Knight of Branches here. All right, this is a very passionate, fiery card. Once you've learned what has stopped you, and you'll get a new feeling of passion, a new fire, okay, that's going to push you, propel you forward. Let's see what else is going on here. Seven of Arrows. Back to the toxic behavior. I mean, this is an energy of this is definitely like a card of thievery. This is shady behavior. And I think at the end of 2019, I feel like we've done a whole lot of looking at other people, okay, and noticing the shady behavior in the people around us. And I really feel like this Cancer and full moon, we're getting more in touch with our own toxic, shady behavior, shadow work, okay? But that is being released because as you shine a light on it, like I said, you can't unsee it. Now you're conscious of these things that you were doing before. Now, with this comes a level of compassion because we're all, no matter how much we want to be good, for example, we still have our own things, right? We all have our own things, our own issues that play out in weird ways that may unintentionally hurt others. So now with this piece of humble pie that we're getting with the full moon in Cancer, we're learning how we've hurt others unintentionally because we were hurt, right? Now in turn, you can have compassion for people who have hurt you because you realize that some may not be fully aware of their own wrongdoings. We have the Page of Pentacles here. I'm sorry, the Knight of Pentacles, along with the Knight of Cups. I don't feel like this is a time to move forward when it comes to love. I definitely feel like this is more of a inward growth process here. All right? This isn't about other people or another person in particular. This is about how you affect people in general. Okay? So that you can set a solid foundation, an emotional foundation that's solid to bring in the new. Like I said, some of you guys might be walking away from the pack. All right. And in doing so, you'll be attracting your higher level soul family. With that, you have to let go of some of the emotional muck that you're carrying. So this is a lot of inner work being done. There might be a pause in progress here. You might feel a little bit stagnant. You might feel the universe is telling you to just shut it down. Like, hey, slow it down. You don't have to go out. You don't have to do this. Just stay at home. The Cancer energy is very much a homebody energy. So you might not be feeling the need to interact with others too much as you're going into your shell and undergoing this transformation. I have the Seven of Arrows here. You're learning who and what you need to be loyal to as well. Okay? As you're weeding out the real and the fake within yourself and around you, you're learning what you need to be loyal to. You're learning what ideals you need to be loyal to, what standards you need to be loyal to. Instead of compromising in a relationship, you're learning this is what I need and I'm going to stick to it. No matter what someone thinks, no matter how cute they are, right? That's Eight of Cups here. For some of us, this thing that we were holding on to, this established mindset or this established concept. Now, this can be, it's been holding us back. Now, this can be a concept of love. If you had a belief system about love, that's now coming to the forefront. The universe is now poking holes in your idealism, in your ideology. Whether it's about love, whether it's a concept about money, whether it's about what you think you're supposed to bring to the world, what your destiny is, who your destiny is, who you're supposed to be with. Whatever it is, this is just an established thing, concept, mindset, emotional state, something that you've believed for a really long time, and you're realizing that it's leading you to a roadblock. You've hit a dead end. Now keep in mind, whatever this mindset was, it worked and it was a truth at one point. And that's the beautiful thing about truths, right? It was a truth. But now this truth has ran its course as you're expanding. Right? You had a truth as a kid. All right? And then as an adult, you had to learn more truth to add on to the truth that you had as a kid. And that's what's happening here. We're evolving. We're learning more of the truth. And we're not allowing our old ways of thinking, that old paradigm, to keep us blocked. Now, obviously, we have free will. You have a choice whether you want to stick with the old way of thinking or not, whatever that is for you. If you want to believe, continue to believe that, in my case, if I wanted to believe that, no, I'm supposed to stick to this corporate role. I'm not supposed to do this. I would have the choice to do that, but that would just be limiting myself. It would reach a dead end. Okay, and which would probably bring on a tower moment, which, who wants those if you can avoid it, right? Tell me more about this Chariot. Tell me about the Seven of Cups, actually. Okay, burdens. Some of us have been juggling. We've had too many options, and it was causing some burdens. The confusion, distractions, yeah. Some of us had too many distractions in our lives, all right? And that came in the form of some of the shady people we had around us. Or that came in the form of shady thoughts that we had about ourselves. That was distracting us and causing a burden and just getting in the way of our progress, getting in the way of our growth. All right. What is it that we're failing to see? Hmm. What are we failing to see? What is it that we're failing to see in this full moon as a collective? What are our blind spots overall that's coming to light in this full moon? What are we failing to see? I'm not taking all these cards. The meditation card did come out though. Alright. So yeah, we're just failing to see what was holding us back and stopping us from taking a leap of faith, whether it's people around you or your mindsets. That's pretty plain and simple. And what's the overall advice? I'm assuming the advice would be meditating of some sort. The meditation card did come out. There's a change in perspective that needs to be had that can come from meditation and intuitive hits. All right, let's see if we can get some advice here. Oh, there we go. Making a judgment call on what you're learning. This new truth that you're learning that's stopping you from taking a leap of faith. It's time to actually make a serious judgment call. Taking the jump from the old you into the new you. The old paradigm into the new paradigm. Okay, deciding on the people around you. Making a decision like, hey, this is not working for me. Oh my gosh. My neighbors are just going... So new neighbors moving in. And they are very loud. I know I had to do this over and over. What's the power animal we can embody? What's the power animal we can embody for the full moon? What's the power animal we can embody? Koi fish, there is always enough. Butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. So as we're being led to walk away from the pack, walk away from the pack, walk away from the things that we've known to be our truths, the people that we've known to be our friends, for some of us, a family that we've known to be our family. Know that there's always enough. Don't cling on because you don't believe that there's more out there. Understand that the universe is pushing us because it is time to move on to bigger and better. We are in the midst of a transformation with the butterfly. All right. Transformation is beautiful. Embrace it. Love it. I just did a journal entry. I was journaling and I was thinking, like, does a caterpillar know when they're becoming a butterfly? All they see are these like weird body parts popping out of their body. Like, what a gruesome process it might be. How scary is that process? You know, transforming. Imagine your physical human body transforming into a totally different creature, right? How amazing and how beautiful is a butterfly, right? But the caterpillar doesn't know that this is what they'll look like at the end. You know, so something to keep in mind. We're not going to know the full picture when we're being led to move in a different way. Be the outlaw. We're going to be led to move in a different way, and we're not going to be sure why. Okay? But that's why we're being led to trust the divine plan. It's very important for us to trust in this transformation. Know that it is for your greater good, your highest good. It is so that you can grow into this beautiful butterfly. All right? It won't be completely easy, but it's completely necessary. All right? Do what you have to do. All right. Well, I hope this gave some clarity here. Gave you some solace, some peace of mind. I know a lot of us are definitely very much in our feelings, me included. So just make sure that you keep your energy very zen, Make sure that you're in an environment, if you can, listen to the right music that keeps you calm. Make sure that you're watching the right content that keeps you calm, so on and so forth, and create an ambiance of peace. Meditate if you can. All right. Until we meet again, I will be doing the mid-month readings. Okay, that'll be separate from this full moon reading. Until we meet again, feel free to actually add me on Tarot and Chill, Tarot and Heal on IG, and also like, subscribe, share, comment. I do personal readings, and you can check that out in that info box. All right, peace out.